And welcome to another edition of Sports Junkies. I'm Gary Wolfel of the Racine Journal-Times, and it's my pleasure today to be joined by Gabbi Ortiz, the pride and joy of Prairie School and the University of Oklahoma and Racine, Wisconsin, and the Journal-Times. And did we miss anybody here?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
How's your summer been going so far?
It's been great. It was a whirlwind. A lot of world traveling. I think I can call myself a world traveler now after going to Spain and Russia. And I was back at school all of June, did those workouts, and then in July, for a whole month, I was traveling out of a bag. So I got back to Racine on.
That's what happens when you're a rock star. You know?
No. I got back the 29th. It's great to be home. I'm enjoying my break. I head back in about a week, so it's been great to be home though.
Well, let's turn back the clock to about a year ago, maybe a little more. You're coming out of Prairie School, and you're looking forward to college, and somebody comes up to you and says, "Gabbi, you know what? Next summer, you're going to be playing on the United States U19 World Championship team. And not only that, you'll be starting for this team. And not only that, you'll win the gold medal." What would you have said to somebody that said that?
I don't know. I probably would have laughed. I mean, it's obviously been a dream of mine.
Mm-hmm. Has it been to play for the U.S. in some manner?
You see it, because they start at young age. They have starts at about 16U,
Sure.
And I didn't make the age cut, or I just never got an invite. And after my college year, my coach had said, "You probably have a good opportunity for the year that you had." And so I never thought anything about it. It kind of surprised me a little bit, but I was hoping I would get the invite, and I was one invited, and so it was obviously a goal of mine, and I was happy that I could achieve that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a prestigious honor to play for a team of that caliber. Let's go through the process. Season wraps up, and coach came up to you and said, "Hey, there's a possibility you could do that." Is that where you got your first?
Well, a little bit. I was talking through. It was just my assistant coach had maybe said a little something, but I didn't hear much about it at all because you don't hear about it until you get the invite through the mail. So
is that how they do it?
Yeah,
No
was
kidding.
sitting. I think I just got done with one of my workouts, and I walked into the locker room, and one of my teammates was like, "You have something on your chair," and so I looked, and it was a big USA envelope, and I opened it up, and it was a letter, and one of my other teammates, KK Williams, she's gonna be a senior now. She was invited as well, so we were both pretty ecstatic about that.
So, do you think it was a prank?
No, I don't think it was a prank.
I mean, not every day you see a. I mean, what is it? Got the USA emblem on it and the whole bit?
It just had the USA in the corner of it. And,
wow.
Yeah.
That would have floored me or anybody. I would imagine that got that opportunity.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so you get selected. And I think there are, 32 players, if I'm not mistaken, that got invitations.
Yeah.
And you started training in Colorado Springs, I assume?
Yep. Tryouts were 4 days in Colorado Springs, and so it was just one big cut. They just cut it down on the Sunday. They decided the team. And
is that right?
Yeah.
Just boom.
Yeah.
Did you think, going in, did you, in your heart of hearts, think you were going to make the team?
I really didn't know. I mean, I knew the talent in the gym, and I knew it was going to be very difficult to do. Thinking about it, there's 12 that make the team, and so I knew there would be 2 point guards probably. So, and when we're at tryouts, I was looking at, the people, and I counted at least 10 point guards just for that team. So wow. I knew it was going to be tough. Yeah. And I'm a hard critic on myself, and so the whole time along, I was just trying to do the little things, try to be, a leader on the court or just talk. I wasn't really scoring that much or anything. I wasn't, there's a lot of talent, there's only one ball to pass around. And so I really didn't know. I didn't know what to expect. No, me on myself, I was like, I'm not making it. But that's what I was just thinking. And so I really didn't think I was going to make it. I knew it could have been close a little bit, but.
Okay, just backtrack a little bit. When you got that invitation, what was your reaction when you opened it up and read it? What went through your mind?
I don't know. I just kind of.
Were you ecstatic?
I was. I didn't know really what to do. I read it and I just kind of smiled. And my assistant coach walked in the locker room and she was like, "Gabbi, tell all your teammates what it is."
She knew already.
Yeah, she knew because she put it on my chair, and so I just kind of was smiling and gave my teammate a big hug, and it was a great moment.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you find out that you are going to be a member of the team? You go through the training process, and then
Yeah, so like I said, you do those couple days of tryouts, and then on that Sunday,
does the coach come up and tell you that you made the team? Or,
No.
You know, some places they put your name on a paper and you walk in, gee, I made the team. You know?
No, they actually, it's kind of a scary way, not scary, but they gather you all up in the gym, and so the two other teams are trying out as well. So there was about 80 of us girls, and they gathered us all in there in front of the whole, committee.
Okay.
And so there's the head of USA Basketball, Carol, and then the committee were out there, and we just are sitting in a tight group in front of her, and they just start reading it off in alphabetical order.
Wow. So Ortiz is like in the middle of the pack or towards the end?
Yeah, they did the first. I think they announced my team first, and then went off to the other team. So once you heard your name, you were on. If you didn't, you just grabbed your practice uniforms and went home. But
okay. So you played 7 games in the World Championships. What was your favorite game? Outside of the championship game, of course. Was there a game along the way that you thought, like, hey, I'm going to remember this game. It was a good game. But you guys pretty much dominated.
I don't know. Because we started off in Spain, but those were just scrimmages, so it wasn't any real games. So we got a little taste for it. We had played Spain, Australia, and Canada. So we had three little scrimmages there, and so we ended up by the end of all of our games, we had played Spain 3 times. Oh, so we were kind of getting a little sick of playing Spain.
So your newest best friends are
exactly. We know them back and front, but no, I wouldn't say. Obviously, the championship's always the one's going to stick in your head. And you're playing Russia in their home court. The gym was crazy, loud. Everyone's rooting against us, and so just to kind of win that on their turf is always hard at any place you're playing. Sure. So that was a great win, just to win there against them, and they gave us a game. They were a great team. You can tell that they played together for a really long time. So they had a lot of talent.
So what was your thoughts going to the championship game, number 1, and then your reaction after you won it all?
Well, going into it, I knew I had talked with my dad and the coaches. I was telling the girls.
Who was there, by the way, right? Your dad came?
Yeah, my dad came. He still hasn't missed a game. We were just talking. From watching Russia, they had size. They had, like I said, they play in that program since they're young, and because that's what they do. They don't really go to college. They'll go, and then they'll play for their professional team. Okay. So they stay within the program, and so I knew they had a lot of talent. They played really smart together. So I knew it was going to be a tough game. I knew if we didn't show up, they could beat us.
Sure.
And so I knew we had to be prepared and on our A game going into the game. So with that being said, then it was neck and neck for a little bit. They had a lead on us, and then we went on a run, got the lead back, and then we kind of kept it throughout. But once the horn sounds and you're winning a gold, it's an awesome feeling. Something that, like I said, I've dreamed of before, and I never knew I would be in that position. And
sure.
So.
2 quick questions. One, when you got the gold medal, what was your reaction when you saw that? I would imagine that had to be some special moment for you.
Yeah, I think when it hit me is, you're standing on the podium and they play the national anthem and you're standing there representing your country. That was just an amazing feeling. So that's something that, not many people get to live, and I think that was an awesome moment. And then you bow down to get your gold medal, and you're just looking at it, and you're like, this is reality. Wow. So, yeah, it was I can't really express what I felt, but it was something awesome.
Yeah. Lastly, obviously you had a lot of fond memories from the start of this process till the end of it. What's the one takeaway that you're going to have from this whole experience?
I'd say just adjusting to wherever you're at. I mean, I think being a point guard, there's a lot of intangibles that you have to have, and I think I learned, you have to push yourself. There's a lot of things I have to be to just be a leader, and I have to be vocal in so many different ways and make sure, my teammates, even, with the USA team is a little tougher because I don't know these girls and I've only been, playing with them for a couple weeks. So I just have to, Coach Staley and my Coach Cole, I just really need to know how to direct people and make sure I'm in charge and showing them where they are. So I need to keep working on that and make sure I'm using my voice. I'm usually always trying to talk on defense and stuff like that, but just really being direct with everybody and leading the court, I would say.
I lied. One quick question. What did you do with your gold medal?
It's at home right now. Funny story with the gold medal. The one that they gave us, it couldn't get the actual gold medals through customs.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, it's still, I mean, we still have a medal. I mean, it's nice,
Yeah.
but our actual one still hasn't came. They're sending it in the mail. But, I mean, I have the jersey. My dad's going to frame the jerseys. And
Nice.
I have a medal in my room right now. I'm probably going to keep it at home. But then the real one, I don't know if they're sending it to Oklahoma, if they're sending it here. So I'm excited to see that one.
Sounds good. Well, congratulations,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for coming in, and thank you for joining us
Yes.
on another edition of Sports Junkies.
Thank you.